Good morning, friends. We are in the home stretch, if you will, of our Lenten journey. Yesterday was Palm Sunday, marking the beginning of Holy Week. And Holy Week is a week that ramps up with intensity as we go along. So I want to invite you, right, to not just idle through this final week of Lent, but to really press in and to allow your disciplines to ramp up with intensity as we ramp up with the intensity of emotion and experience that Christ is going to have. And this whole point is for us to run to Jesus, right? To use the cravings and the desires within our Lenten fast to point us to Jesus. And so I invite you to ramp those disciplines up. Traditionally, there is a fast from Maundy Thursday night, right, all the way through Easter morning. If you're able to do so, I would encourage you to do that. This is denying ourselves food, like Jesus was denied, right? He had his meal with his disciples, then he was arrested, and he didn't get to eat again until he was raised. And so, again, the point of a fast is not to garner God's affection or favor. It is rather to discipline our own bodies, right? To use that craving or those hungers to drive us to Jesus. And so I want to encourage you to ramp the intensity of your disciplines up, right? Encourage you to read more scripture, encourage you to pray more. Two ways that you can engage in both of those is joining me for midday prayer Monday through Friday, and our church does this prayer vigil from Thursday night all the way to Easter morning. And so I would encourage you to get on graceanglicankaty.com and there's a link there for you to sign up for our prayer vigil. And basically you just sign up for an hour block or so, and then you just spend time in the presence of God. It's a beautiful, wonderful time to be in God's presence and to do the work of prayer. It's a great way of learning how to pray. And so I would encourage you in both of those directions, morning prayer, or midday prayer rather, and the prayer vigil. For midday prayer, we're going to be singing a song, Have Thine Own Way, Lord. It's one I think we've done before, but it's a beautiful hymn of surrender. I'm just saying our hands are open and asking Christ to have his way in us, to transform us, give us new ways of thinking Christianly within the world and the things that we experience. But it ultimately is starting from a place of humility and surrender. And so I invite you this Holy Week, right, to embrace humility, to embrace surrender, and to press in to the goodness of God. Hope to see you then. Bye.